What is up, my friends? We are back with another Wednesday comic book haul, this time for Wednesday, March 13th, 2019. Before I get started with this video, I have to give a big shout out to Just the Rican in This Comics, the Comic Jabroni, and Perry Comics. They started last week doing a live where they discuss buy or pass on New Comic Book Day. Those guys have great chemistry. They mesh very well together, and I love just hanging out, being a fly on the wall in the during the live and listening to them talk about all things comics. It's a great time. So if you have the time, be sure to check them out on Tuesdays. I want to say it's at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to check them out. I'll leave a link in the description below, or a card, and or both. So make sure you check those guys out. Sub them up. I'll leave a link to each one of their channels. They're just really cool guys, so I want to make sure that I shout them out. Keep up the great work, fellas. I can't wait for next Tuesday to check you guys out. So with that being said, as we always do around this time, if this is your first time coming through the channel, thanks a lot for stopping by. I really appreciate you giving the channel a shot. Hopefully you see some books that you like, or you just enjoy the vibe of the video overall. And if you do, please be sure to give the video a like, share with your friends, subscribe, and comment. I love hearing from each and every one of you. I've had a blast chatting with people, making a lot of different connections, and just having a really good time sharing this hobby with everyone in the comic book community, which all of you guys and girls are great, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Current subscribers, you know how this goes. You're awesome. You're the best. Thanks for coming by once again. Can't wait to chat with you in the comments on Instagram or in person for those of you that I know in real life. So with that being said, this week is one of those hashtag what a light weeks. And you know, if you've been here for a while, you know how that goes. But if you haven't, that's when you go into the comic book shop and you're thinking, I'm only going to spend 20 bucks this week. It's going to be a light one for me. And you end up walking out having spent 60, 70 bucks or even $21. It's more than you thought you were going to spend. But that's kind of the week I had this week. Never complaining. I'm always happy. Sometimes things catch your eye that you weren't expecting. You know, you chat with guys and girls and they tell you, they recommend things to you that are new on the shelf, and you decide to pick them up. So we're just having fun. I got about 25 maybe so books to share. So let's get into it and let's have some fun. Last week, side note, I asked the question, who uses the digital codes in the comic books? And from what I gathered from the comments, a lot of people don't use them at all. We're all really concerned about, you know, the quality of the book and not, you know, messing with the integrity of the book. So it's pretty funny that was pretty much the consensus. But there were a few people that liked using the digital code here and there, but for the majority of the people in the comments, they seem to not pay attention to that digital code at all, and I'm one of those people. So just thought that was fun. You know, I like to throw out questions every now and again just to have some fun and interact with you guys and girls. So we're going to start off with Independence this week, and we're going to start with Livewire from Valiant, and this is issue number 4, and this is the pre-order edition, which is a beautiful cover. Had the pleasure a while ago of meeting Vita live in the flesh. Really nice lady. It was great to hang out with her, great to pick her brain and just chat with her. She was really down to earth, and nothing but good things to say about her. Her writing is fantastic, and I made sure to tell her that. Told her keep up the good work. So there we have Livewire, issue number 4 from Valiant. Picking up those number 1s today, some of them anyway. This is Calamity Kate, issue number 1. Really cool cover. Had to grab it. I don't know anything about the story, but the cover definitely grabbed my attention. So I picked it up when I was at 2nd and Charles today. And this is by Dark Horse. Moving on to Boom, one of my favorite titles currently, by Mr. Cullen Bunn, The Empty Man. This is issue number 5, again coming out of Boom Studios. I read a lot tonight, a lot. I don't know, I just got in the zone. I was really excited to read a lot of my favorite titles that came out today. I actually missed one that I wanted to read, but I may read it after I cut this video. So this is The Empty Man, issue number 5. I'm really enjoying this title right now. I would say if you like Gideon Falls, you may want to give this a try. So just keep that in mind when you're at the store. Or if you download comics digitally. Prodigy. This is issue number 4, another one of my reads for tonight. I am really enjoying Prodigy, and I think it will make a great Netflix show if done correctly. So I can't wait to see what they come up with. I'm eagerly anticipating it. It took me a while to start reading this, but once I started, it's one of those things I read as soon as it comes out now. Great story. They're going in a great direction. Mark Millar is fantastic. All of his stuff lately has been like gold. So make sure you pick up a copy of Prodigy. The number ones are still out there. Number 1 through 3 are still available. So if that's your thing, make sure you pick up a copy or 2. Who knows what can happen with it in the future. And you may kick yourself later if you're one of those people and you wait. So next up, another one of my favorite titles right now is The Freeze. And this is issue number 4. This is a great title, I feel. Trying to think of something I can compare it to, and I'm drawing a blank right now, but it's a really, really good read. If you have the time, check out the description and give it a shot. If you're reading it, let me know what you think about it. One of the titles that has admittedly gotten away from me a little bit, I have to make time for, and that is Blackbird. I know it's a really good story, at least based off the first issue that I read personally, and I hear from people in the comments, from subscribers and things like that, that it continues to live up to the hype. So it's a great artwork. If for nothing else, I get these for the covers. They're always fantastic. This is the A cover that we're looking at here, followed by the B cover. Another one from Image, another first issue, and that's Assassination. Cool cover. This was recommended to me by one of my comic shop workers, owners, so I made sure to pick this one up just to check it out. We seem to have similar tastes, so I figured I had to pick it up, as well as another one by Image, and that is Little Bird. Lastly, for Image, another one of my favorites, and the one that I will get to, if not tonight, maybe early tomorrow before work, and that is Outer Darkness by Image. This is issue number 5. Really, really great title. I'm having a great time reading this one for sure. Outer Darkness. Moving on to DC, my friends, we have Superman, issue number 9, Wrath of the Crime Syndicate. This was another one of my reads for tonight. I really enjoyed it. We got to learn what John Kent was up to while he was away, some of the trials and tribulations that he was going through. So that was pretty cool. And I've been loving this run so far, so I continue to pick it up and read it the day of. Red Hood Outlaw. This is issue number 32, and this is a really, really nice cover. I picked this one up, as I do for many of the Red Hood Outlaws issues, specifically for the cover. I haven't read a page of Red Hood, but I know people really enjoy it, so maybe when I have time, I'll start to dig into them. Lord knows I have enough issues to get into the mix. So this is the cover, the B cover by Shane Davis. Really awesome cover. Gabriel Del Auto out here with that amazing artwork, and this is The Batman Who Laughs, The Grim Knight, issue number 1. Beautiful cover. Seeing that all over the internet today. I didn't go crazy on that one, just grabbed one. We also have Catwoman, issue number 9. Art Germ back at it again. Can't miss with Art Germ. Had to grab it. Been looking forward to this one for a while. And there are a few more that will be coming out in the upcoming weeks that look pretty stunning as well. Again, I didn't go crazy with this one. I just grabbed one. It looks to be in pretty good shape, so I'm not mad at that. Next up, we have a beautiful, beautiful cover for Wonder Woman, issue number 66. Fantastic cover. And this is by Victor, let's call him Victor K. I don't want to butcher his last name, but yeah. Dope cover. I don't know if I've seen too much of his artwork, but that cover is stunning. Marvel in conjunction with IDW. We're back at it again for Marvel Action Spider-Man. Beautiful cover there. That is the A cover. I also had an opportunity to pick up this pretty cool B cover, and that is by Corey Smith. Moving on to Age of Conan, Bellet. This is one of the incentive variants. This is issue number 1. I picked it up really just because of the cover. It looks really cool. Conan while it hasn't gotten my reading attention, it's definitely got my attention based off of the covers. But I hear amazing things about Conan right now. People are really, really digging what's happening. So maybe at some point I'll give it a shot. There's just so many good things out there to read. And like I always say, I'm a person that likes to read everything. And even if it's not so much for me, I like to be able to have the knowledge of things and maybe can share those things with people who are looking for something new to read. So I can find enjoyment almost out of anything. And like I always say, I'm never bored these days because I always have something I can read and occupy my mind and time. So Avengers No Road Home. There was a lot of anticipation for this book this week. Really, really awesome cover. Can't say enough about this cover. Yasmin Putri did a great job with this one, as she has been doing with all of the covers for this run. She's an amazing artist anyway, so I'm not surprised. So I grabbed 2 copies of the A cover, 2 of the cleanest copies I could find. There weren't many by the time I got to the shops. I had to get to the shops late today. I was pretty busy, but I had one in my pool, and I just grabbed another one while I was at 2nd and Charles since it was there staring at me. I also grabbed the awesome cover by Phil Noto. There's a featured appearance in this one, so if you're into that type of thing, make sure you grab a copy. That's pretty cool, but the story is fantastic. I cannot say that enough. I really, really dig No Road Home, and it's added to the fact, or especially good if you read No Surrender, because it builds off of No Surrender. So fantastic read. I can't recommend this one enough, and it seems like everyone who's reading it right now is enjoying it from what I can tell. Next up, another one of my favorites and another read of the night, along with No Road Home. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I definitely read that too. We have Spider-Gwen, Go Spider, issue number 6. I really enjoy Go Spider, Spider-Gwen. I'm having a great time. Who knew that I would be so into it? But the story is really good in my opinion. And we learned in this issue that Gwen does not need to wash clothes, basically. If you read it, you'll figure out why. But it was just a pretty cool moment in the story. I also was able to grab a copy of this Smoking Hot B cover. That is a beautiful cover. I was a little nervous on whether I was going to be able to get it. Like I said, I popped up on my shops a little later than I would have liked to, but there were a few still sitting around. I had to drive a ways to get it, but I got it. So really beautiful, beautiful cover. And this is by George Molina. Hope I'm saying that right. Beautiful cover, great read. The Amazing Spider-Man Hunted, issue number 17. Beautiful variant cover right here. What can you say about that? And that is done by Corey Smith. And I think I misspoke earlier. Hang on for me. I think I said this one was done by Corey Smith. This is actually Derek Charm. So, pardon me. Fantastic cover. Last but not least for this week's haul, we have Old Man Quill, issue number 3. Now, I started reading this last week. I had the copies laying around, and somehow, some way, I ended up reading them out of order. So I read 2, then 1 somehow, but it was still cool. It still made sense in a weird way. It came together. But I will definitely continue to read Old Man Quill. I had a great time reading Old Man Hawkeye. That was one of my favorite titles last year. So I figured I'd give Old Man Quill a shot. This one hasn't disappointed so far. It's just a great time for me. It's an enjoyable read. So there's that. Since we still have time, why not throw in, a few extra goodies? I still have 3 massive piles now staring at me. So let's have some fun, see what we have off to the side that will be cool to share with the cool crew. I got an order from Midtown last weekend. Some stuff came in that I was really excited to get. So let's see what we have here. There was a lot of books. I didn't anticipate there being so many. So let's grab a few. I got a few signed variants. Midtown is really awesome in the fact that they have signed copies of books and they're for cover price. So I was able to get, I'll share these 3 with you. Guardians of the Galaxy number 1, signed by Donna Cates. Why not, right? For cover price. Can't go wrong with that. Has the certificate of authenticity with it. I was also able to grab Guardians of the Galaxy, one of the variant covers. I'm not sure which one this is, but I got it, and again, signed by Donnie Cates. So I'm a happy camper with that. And I was also able to grab Hulk Marines, issue number 1, signed by Mr. Pack himself. Beautiful copies in great condition. Again, Midtown has not failed me yet. I have spent a lot of money. I shouldn't say a lot. I've spent a good amount of money with Midtown, and order after order, they always come in impeccable condition. So I can't recommend them enough. If you're able to order from them, please do so. They provide a great service, and they really take care of comic books for you. So you can't go wrong. And if you want things signed, that they have available for cover price, you can't beat it, especially when artists charge, 15, 20, 30, 50 bucks, outrageous price. I don't say outrageous prices, but up from there, it's really good to be able to get a book for $4.99 tops signed by your favorite artist. So that's pretty cool. So again, certificate of authenticity, Mr. Greg Pak. And also for Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't know if I showed this one. Again, Donnie Cates for that. So there you have it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the haul. Hope you saw some things that you liked. I hope that you were able to grab everything that you were looking for this week. And if not, I hope you find it very soon and for a great price. Don't forget to sub up the fellas. Just the Rican in his comics, the Comic Jabroni, and Perry Comics. And make sure to check out their latest Buy or Pass on New Comic Book Day. Link in the description below. And tell them Grab Those Keys sent you. And with that being said, get back out there, my friends, and grab those